Hey guys, this is my Mi Mix 2 unboxing as requested from the comments in my post yesterday. I'm gonna get right into it. It's a pretty small square box over here, and what you see right on top here is sort of like a cover letter from Xiaomi CEO Lei Jun. It's the mission from the product, some pretty inspiring words, and it's a very compact package, as you can see over here. I'm gonna take out the charger cable. This is USB-C, as you would expect. Over here is the charger itself, which has a really nice weight to it. And as expected, it covers all the way from 5 volts, 3 amps to 12 volts, 1.5 amps. So nice, and that probably is a good indicator of good charging speed, which of course we all like. I'll take out the phone here and I'll leave that aside for 1 second. Let's see what's underneath this sort of the phone itself here. I'm guessing this is going to be a back cover, which also shipped with Mix 1. So I'm going to go ahead and open this over here, and exactly as expected, this is the back cover for the device. Nice that it's been included in the box. It's kind of a nice glossy brochure over here, which I'll take a look at later. And you've got a SIM tool, and over here this is a Type-C to stereo headphone adapter, so it's good that that's included as well. And this is the cover. Mix 1, if I remember correctly, shipped with a leather back cover. This is a actually much nicer hold, silicone, super soft touch, like nice grippy silicone cover. It says Mix designed by Xiaomi over here. This feels pretty great, actually. I'm looking forward to using it. I actually quite like it. Let's take a look at the phone itself, and right as I pick it up, I can tell right away this has kind of a really nice weight to it. This is definitely heavier than your average smartphone. I'm going to take out the plastic and take a look at the phone itself. So the first thing that you notice right away is the ceramic back cover, and you can see how nicely reflective it is. This was also what shipped with Mix 1. It's a very scratch resistant material, which is why they've chosen to stay with that. And it does look pretty nice. I'm guessing this is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it looks pretty great. What I'm told, by the way, is that there's going to be a version of Mix 2, a special edition of sorts, that is going to have a ceramic unibody, so all around. That would be pretty cool, and it would definitely be an industry first. Looking forward to checking that out. So it says over here, Mix designed by Xiaomi in sort of gold letters on the back. And a similar detail to actually the special edition of Mix 1, which is sort of this golden rim around the image sensor here, the rear camera, which I'm told is an IMX386 from Sony. That's a great sensor. Fingerprint sensor over here. And on the front, I'm going to go ahead and power up the display, nice and bright. And what I can tell right away, this is definitely a smaller display than Mix 1, which felt a little bit too large in my opinion. So this is probably closer to 6 inches. And what's awesome here really is the aspect ratio. This looks a little bit narrower than Mix 1, so it's probably closer to 18 by 9, which is pretty nice. And of course, what we like the most about this is the same thing with Mix 1, is that the display really does go all the way to the top. And that's quite nice. You add sort of these rounded corners here on the top and on the bottom, and I think it looks quite great. It's sort of inheriting all the personality from the original Mix. There is a very, very small sort of space, kind of little cutout above the display here between the glass and the body. That's going to be your speakerphone, but there is no display cutout, right? So the display is really flat at the top, which aesthetically I think really does look quite nice. And then on the bottom here, again, it's the same personality from Mix 1, which is this thin strip. And what it does is, of course, it houses some of the electronics that can't sit behind the display. But then there's a really, really small front camera over here, and they did a nice job of hiding that. You can barely see it actually compared to Mix 1. So of course, if you're going to take a selfie, you can take it like this, or you can flip the phone around when you're taking the selfie so that the camera is up top. So there's probably a lot more that I can say here, just some quick first impressions. It does look pretty nice. I'm looking forward to using it. And I'm also going to post some pictures later on so that everyone can take a close look at what appears to be a pretty awesome device from Xiaomi. So that's the Mi Mix 2, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.